last few years, we've seen league-wide scoring surge in the NBA. Now, many credit years of defensive rules changes, such as limiting hand checking on and off the ball and getting rid of contact in the paint. Now, everyone isn't pleased with these changes. Some say defense is no longer allowed.
It sure is fun to watch, D.A. Thank you. And here's the upcoming schedule now for the Miami Heat. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Sunday, they'll be playing the Timberwolves in Minnesota.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Clark in at the small forward position. And for Miami, Robinson is out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Nunn in at the point guard position.
And have to commend the unselfish attitude. Like how Morant just recognized the open man and the ball is right there.
Now here's Butler. Pass to Adebayo. Now Butler. Shot clock at 5. The pass to Crowder. Over Jackson. That shot off. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Clark dishes to Valanciunas. Here's Morant. Off target from three-point range. The Heat have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Crowder slams it in.
How about the awareness there for Butler? The D goes to sleep and Jimmy finds the wide open man.
Crowder's gone 2 of 3 from the field. And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
The Heat back on the rise. The Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
Shot clock at 3. Ball's knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Good ball movement here by the Heat. To the paint. Up and in on the layup.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Butler against Brooks. Butler with the steal. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Here's Morant. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Even though he's smaller, Morant does not lack assertiveness, which comes in handy down low.
Pass to Butler. Here's the 3. Miami keeps it going. A new 14-second clock.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Clark, the pass to Valanciunas. Can't get it to fall. The Heat leading by 6. To the middle. Here's Crowder. And Crowder slams it in.
There is the all-around game of Butler. A nice assist to cash in on that possession.
Now here's Morant. Tight defense on him. Tries from 10. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Now the Heat with it. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Sinks the triple. Robinson's got 5.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Here's Jackson. He gets that one.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Crowder. Jaren Jackson making his last shot. Here's Adebayo. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Grizzlies trail by 11. Jackson up top. Right wing. Fires from 18. And it's Morant missing. The Heat have gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. Here's Nunn. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Passes it to Butler. 5 to shoot. Now here's Adebayo. That one doesn't drop. Nice D from Valanciunas. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Brooks kicks to Clark. And here's Morant. Inside. It's deflected. They retain possession. And Jackson gets it to go. Here's Nunn. They have a 9-point lead. Opening night, Brent, always exciting. Technically, every team is undefeated with a lot of hope.
You're just fired up. I mean,
I am fired
the
up.
NBA never stops, Kevin. We know this, right?
Isn't it great, though? I'm so glad it doesn't stop.
The offseason is just absolutely ridiculously exciting.
So fun.
So much movement and hope for franchises that, have struggled for a long time. And here we go. Hope springs eternal. It's opening night.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Inslow's checked in. Jackson passes to Winslow. And it's Miami with the rebound. To the inside. Crowder slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Gorgui Dieng comes in for Valanciunas, and it's Kyle Anderson in for Jackson. Dieng against Adebayo. Now here's Morant. Just 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Here's Dieng. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend. This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Pass to Winslow. Down low. And it's blocked.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Butler deciding where to go with it. Here's Nunn, defended by Anderson. Butler on the wing. From deep. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Justice Winslow. How he did last season. He was around 12 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
Anderson, the putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Hero. Outside Leonard. Launches it. Iguodala kicks to Dragic. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feet.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Outside, Jones, and the pass to Morant. Here's the floater. Winslow's shot is off.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And it's good, 2 points.
Yeah, second chance points, a huge issue right now. They're getting steamrolled inside.
Jones finds Jang. Anderson, the bounce pass. Winslow dishes to Morant. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jang.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
And a miss there on the triple. Here's Leonard. Rebound by Jang.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Here's Jones. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
High-level passer, even for a point guard. Morant shows the imagination.
Outside Dragic. Pass to Olynyk. Over Jones. And Olynyk gets it to go on this assist from Dragic. And the Heat lead by 19. Morant with it. We've got 1:08 left here in the first quarter. Out left to the wing. Jang with a clean look. His three-pointers off the mark.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Iguodala, the pass to Leonard. It's not going to go for him. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. This game against Miami here, their first look at the Heat.
A matchup that only happens twice a year. These interconference battles can be a lot of fun.
Yeah, this one will be for sure. Interconference matchups are always pretty fascinating just because of timing on scouting and how often you watch teams like this affect some of the unpredictability of the East-West battle.
That's good by Hero.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there. Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now Dragic, he's got 5. Banked in off the glass. Dragic has got 7 points.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And so it's Miami controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
Oh man, 'cause I'm all over.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And quite a position here for the Heat to be in. What do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
The Grizzlies trail by 20, so the Grizzlies 5 right now. They've got Gorgie Dang. Jackson is out there with Winslow. Then it's Morant, and it's Jones in at the 1. Dragic with a wide open look. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. 10 points for Goran Dragic.
Goran Dragic is one of those guys over the past couple seasons that struggled with some injuries. Just 36 games last year with the Heat at 32 years of age. And you really hope for this season that he can find some health so that he can help stabilize and contribute in ways that his talent allows.
There's the feed to Olynyk. It's rebounded by Memphis. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Here's Morant. A shot off that time. And Miami the other way now. And for Dragic becoming a sixth man, there is an adjustment period, wouldn't you say?
There definitely is, Kevin, but his experience in all those 508 career starts he has, maybe he can put that to use against another team's second unit to go out there and be much more effective in heading up an offense. There's a tone that gets set in the game, and Dragic can sit there at the beginning of the game and find out where it is that he can most impact how it is that the team is playing once he enters the court.
And here's Jackson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And that one's good. Morant.
Well, this is where we talk about Morant's versatility. He can work off the ball because he's worked so hard on that jumper.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Brent, the league's been trying to clean up some of the physicality that we see, some of the jawing, but there are some players that do a great job of nonetheless getting under an opponent's skin.
I don't think, Kevin, over the past couple of years, we would deem the NBA as being more physical than at any other time. Would we say that?
That's fair.
We would never say that. But there are still irritants in the game. And the reason why those guys do that is because that's their competitive advantage. And that's the way the league is always going to operate. There are going to be guys out there who are going to use either their intellect to get inside your head or do things on a physical level that are going to cause you to think about what it is you're doing on the floor.
Exactly.
And when you find those guys, they're really interesting players to watch. You're not going to replicate their shooting form, Kevin. But in terms of sometimes their approach, there are things that you might be able to learn from a Draymond Green or a Marcus Smart.
There's no doubt.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Outside, Butler puts up a three, and he's good on the three ball. Butler's got himself on the board with three there.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Jones in the post. Here's Valanciunas. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. He'd have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Nunn passes to Adebayo. Misses the three. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Grizzlies. To the paint. Right side Jackson. Here's Jones. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got rebound number 9 now. What a jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right?
I tell you what, Butler is a physical dunker. I mean, he takes his craft seriously. I just love watching this guy take off.
And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Here's the list of players who had the most steals in the NBA last season. 5th, Jimmy Butler.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
And Valanciunas kicks to Jones. And again, Memphis no good. Miami's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. And it's Butler with the jam.
Just great intensity there. Butler just doesn't settle for simple finishes off the drive. He is trying to make a statement.
Jones looking for an opening. Passes it to Valanciunas. Over Adebayo. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And another miss. Whew. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have. You're right.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Valanciunas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To end the cold streak. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And he makes both free throws. For Miami, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Butler kicks to Crowder. Over to the wing. And Crowder finds slams it in.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Plays it up and banks it in.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Crowder the pass to Nunn, and Jones over to help. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Robinson finds Adebayo. Outside Butler. 5 on the clock. The pass to Adebayo. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Left side Jones. Brooks outside. Back to Jones. 6 to shoot. A floater. He takes it up and lays it in.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Nunn passes to Crowder. To the inside. Here's Adebayo. And he can't bank that one in. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Adebayo against Valanciunas. Right side Jackson. Shoots over Crowder. Jackson misses.
Well, with his touch from mid-range, Kevin, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Offensive rebound. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Clearly a foul.
Miami shooting their second and third free throws tonight. Sometimes when a shooter misses a wide open shot, Brent, you hear, oh, he had too much time. I mean, is that really a thing?
I mean, in life, do we really have too? You never have too much time.
Never have too much time.
You can never have too much time.
I think about Marc Gasol, like in the finals and the playoffs last year. He would sit there and no one would even be around him.
And he's tiptoeing like, do I shoot? Do I shoot? I think it messes with you just in terms of the psychological part about like,
it's got
why,
you. It's
why
got
isn't
you.
anybody guarding me here? Well, if you're a bad shooter, there's a really good reason why they're not guarding you.
Pass to Adebayo. Here's Hero. Lets it go with a 3. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Anderson dishes to Clark. Out of hand on it, and they get it back. Heat have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Pretty much poor defensive effort there. You have to get a hand in his face when he's spotting up from distance.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
A different look for Miami. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Jay Crowder, and it's Iguodala in for Butler. Memphis also making some changes. Gorgie Dang comes in for Jaren Jackson, and Winslow subbed in for Clark. There's the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Floats it up for Iguodala, but they recover it. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. That's in coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 3 assists now in this one. Winslow against Iguodala. And the layup's good off the glass. Winslow's got his first 2 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Anderson against Dragic. Here's Adebayo. And the shot is long. Enzo Brooks will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Out to the wing. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Out to the right wing. Dragic, the pass to Olynyk. To the middle. And the dunk by Olynyk.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Winslow kicks to Brooks. Passes it to Morant. The three-pointer, no good. Miami's gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. So the wing on the left. Here's Adebayo. And Winslow pulls it down.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
The shot from the low post is good. Winslow's got 4 this quarter.
Like to see Justice Winslow doing great work on the interior like that.
Here's Dragic. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
Guys, he can't miss. I swear, he was trying to miss that. He did not miss. That means he can't miss.
Here's Morant. 10 points for him. Just 3 on the clock, and the layup is good. Morant's got 12 in the game.
And, you know, we talk so much about Morant's athleticism, but his feel for the game equally as effective.
And so it's Miami in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Andre, how have you guys established things in the first half?
Communication. Communication doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but in order for us to be a good team, everyone has to be on the same page, and we're doing it tonight.
We'll see if you keep talking in the second half. Thanks, Andre. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This home crowd is elated about what they've seen so far. I'm Ernie Johnson. That's Shaquille O'Neal. That's Kenny Smith. It was Jay Crowder who got hot in the first. He ended up with 17 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat?
Well, how about that ball movement? That was a true definition of team basketball. All 5 guys moving, all guys rotating, everyone touching the ball, a bunch of assists, tons of easy baskets. It gives everyone on the floor confidence when you're playing like that.
Shaq, your take on Memphis.
Well, they got a ton of issues to work out. Allow way too high a percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces, Ernie. Do they even want to be here?
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Jay Crowder has been sensational.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
I think he's enjoying it too. So rare to have an offensive explosion from him. You know his teammates are loving that as well.
The Grizzlies shooting under 40% all in all for the game. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Miami, the backcourt, Dragic and Butler. Jay Crowder out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Robinson in at the 3, the small forward. Clock at 2, Grant. They get it again. Jackson kicks to Clark. Second shot opportunity and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
And the Heat making a change here. Nunn's checked in, and so Clark nails both of them. Miami's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all.
The Grizzlies have been a winning team for most of the last decade. Injuries snapped their playoff streak back in 18, but the silver lining, a top draft pick they used to select Jaren Jackson.
And in his rookie season, Jaren Jackson, the youngest player in the league, he seemed NBA ready.
And already he impacts the game on both ends of the floor. A ton of upside with this young man. He's already helping the Grizz win games.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Left side, Butler. Nice D from Brooks.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Inside, here's Jackson. And that one is off. Good work defensively by Crowder. Here's Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
And Butler is a force when he's driving to the basket. Guy loves gutting the defense, and you just cannot afford to lose him.
Now here's Morant. He's tightly guarded. It's good. Morant's got 4 points now in the quarter. Nunn passes to Butler. Kicks it to Crowder. Back to Butler. Over Brooks. The Grizzlies pull it in. Valanciunas has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Morant. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Crowder's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
And it's really easy to appreciate Butler. I mean, especially how he just fends off contact on those difficult attempts.
Here's Valanciunas, and he uses the glass on the layup. Valanciunas has got 6.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Down low, it's stolen by Valanciunas. Here's Morant. Jay Crowder with the rebound. Crowder's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
And it's all about positioning for Butler. Once he's deep inside the paint, there's no question he's going to finish that one.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. The pass to Valanciunas. Over Adebayo. And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by Morant. Morant's got 5 assists tonight. Butler against Brooks. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
And it's so easy to admire Jimmy Butler. I mean, creative at making the D hit him there on the way up.
Maybe not the biggest name in free agency, but Jimmy Butler definitely a star player on the market.
A handful of teams were very interested in him, expressed interest in playing for Miami, and got his wish via sign and trade. We'll see if he can make them a contender in the East.
The Grizzlies shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Jones checked in for Clark. Valanciunas against Adebayo. Jackson misses.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Back to Robinson. From the arc, buries the long-range jumper. Robinson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
A floater, and Butler sends it back.
And the length of Butler can be a real problem. You've got to respect his reach, and this is a guy who can block shots from the wing.
Here's Jones, but they get it back. And Josh Jackson picks up the foul. That is his 1st foul of the game. For Miami, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. To the middle, here's Butler. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Morant with it. 16 points for him. Good. Morant's got 18 points in the game.
Now, he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. There's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Here's Nunn. Again, the Heat good for 2.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Teardrop shot, and it's Jones laying it in. 6 points for him.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the float.
Valanciunas on the double team. It's stolen by Jones. And now here comes Jones leading the break. And it's Morant missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And Adebayo throws it down. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 12 rebounds.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat, Greg. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
So both teams changing it up here. Jang finds Jones. Here's Winslow, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And now a chance to look at Jimmy Butler. He's coming off an excellent season. Averaged about 18 points a game last season. 5 rebounds and 4 assists. And guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
Well, he looks to score, and he looks to score often.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies.
So much intrigue around Justice Winslow, who's still trying to find the right position in the NBA. Last year, a lot of it was at the point guard position as a wing.
Jang dishes to Winslow. And it's sent back by Leonard.
There's some good commitment from Myers Leonard on defense there. Gets his hands up and swats that one away.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Butler. But they'll get another chance. Pass to Leonard. Jang against Dragic. Just 5 to shoot. The Heat need to get a shot off. Shot's good from Butler.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Jones, the pass to Winslow. Lays it up off the glass. Winslow's got 7.
That's a tremendous take by Justice Winslow. Gotta love how he finishes the look. Shows some real strength there. You see the shoulders.
Here's Butler. The Grizzlies pull it in.
You get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
To the paint. Here's Jang. Tries again. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Andre Iguodala.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
He's perfect from the line this time. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for Miami. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Dragic has got 19 points.
Yeah, Dragic was not going to be denied on that possession. A fiery competitor, and they needed that bucket.
Out of bounds, Miami takes possession.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
Now Leonard. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Back to Dragic. Clock at 6. Butler on the way. Shoots over Morant. And Butler gets it to go on the assist from Dragic. 23 points for Jimmy Butler.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Jones kicks to Zhang. Pass to Winslow. No good on the shot. And Miami the other way now. Here's Butler, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul goes against Memphis. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. The free throw drops for Butler.
You know, and Butler wasn't a starter until midway through his second season. But since then, his minutes have gone up, and his productivity has gone way up.
Heroes checked in for Miami.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Now here's Morant. Defense right on him. He can't get that one. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And the basket by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 8 points.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And here's Jang. There's the dish to Morant. Can they get it? And the jumper falls for him. Morant's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Proving how dominant he can be. When Morant is shooting with confidence, it really allows him to take over.
It felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
Some changes for Memphis. Clark, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson, and Brooks subbed in for Jones. And so Butler nails both of them. Memphis has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's Clark with the rebound. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
This is the mindset Clark has. He's opportunistic and really has an awareness of when to attack in transition.
Kicks to Dragic. Off the mark. Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Miami Heat. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We come back right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Zhang is out there with Bell. Then there's Allen. And it's Melton in at the point. Adebayo passes to Crowder. Pass to Adebayo. Goes back up. Rebound by Zhang. Zhang's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Shot's good by Hero.
Pretty much not a player in the league is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Allen surveying the D. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And there's the pass to Adebayo. To the inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Player salary is obviously a large investment, Brent. What are some other investments that owners can make to help their team get better, either on the floor or off?
Massive one, Kevin, obviously, is in terms of your players' wellness and what it is that you're doing with your physical therapy staff, your strength and conditioning staff, because you want these guys available at the best and maximum potential physically that they can give you. A lot of teams, quite frankly, in the past couple of seasons, Kevin, looking into other ways, holistic therapies, mental approach that they can have mental wellness for their players as part of their programming. So teams that think you build some beautiful practice facility and just let the guys go bounce the ball around and shoot are absolutely missing.
Right? Yes.
Yeah, they're missing the boat on what it is that their players require, need to be complete as people.
Dragic kicks to Butler. Pass to Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Allen outside. Feeds it to Bell. Back to Allen. Over Butler. Allen's shot is off.
Well, shots like that drive coaches batty. I'll be shocked if he attempts that shot again.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Dragic the pass to Butler. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Josh Jackson. For so long, the U.S. has been the country to beat in international basketball play. But there are some big-time challengers around the globe emerging.
Well, Serbia and Spain continue to be competition that the U.S. takes extremely seriously. And I'm not saying they don't take everybody that they step on the floor against with tremendous amount of respect. We know from years in the past that Argentina had its golden age with the players around Manu Ginobili and Oberto and Nocioni, but that seemed to be a timing thing for the Argentinian national team. Spain and Serbia will continue to be impressive and continue to push USA basketball in these international tournaments and Olympic play.
Looking for Allen and gets it there. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That'll be his second foul of the game. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Out to the right wing. Releases. Offensive rebound. Passes to Nunn.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Shot clock at 5. Second chance effort. Adebayo tips it back in. Adebayo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Pass to Allen. You know, the NBA not the only league with great players and great play. Talk about some of the other prominent leagues around the world. There's some terrific competition.
Some great competition overseas in the Turkish leagues. Some very good players that play in the Russian league. There are some great players who are coming out of Australia, and we're actually seeing players now skip playing in the G League to go down to Australia to start their development and professional careers. So when we talk about the world game, Kevin, we're not joking around. It's a very real thing, and we continue to invite the best players that we can find, and they come from all over. Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Now the pass to Adebayo. Here's Nunn. Bangs home the trifecta.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Melton feeling it out a bit. There's Jackson with the 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. In transition, here comes Miami. None can't get it to fall. For Memphis, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. Jackson misses.
Yeah, pretty safe to say that this is the kind of game that you just want to flush as soon as you get done with it. Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Miami no good on that time either.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
And Butler sends it back. Nunn passes to Butler. Robinson for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Valanciunas has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Allen's shot is off.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Memphis has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. To the middle, here's Valanciunas. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
If you were commissioner, Brent, of the NBA, would you add or alter any rules right now?
Wow. First of all, I think you get to fly on a really nice plane wherever you're going, and you get to go to any game you want to.
Yeah.
So sign me up
with
for that job.
With courtside seats, by the way, too.
Add or alter any NBA rules. I think the game is in a pretty good place right now, Kevin. And there's not much that I think is out there for us to change.
It seems like All-Star Weekend and the length of the season seems to be 2 pretty prominent things that continually come up.
Yeah, and as far as the question, I guess my head was going to things that are on the floor.
I was thinking that too, but I couldn't think of anything that really...
On the floor, it's tough to figure out something that could be adjusted. And I know Adam Silver and David Stern before him, all of their concern mostly is about the optics of the game. And right now, it's in a pretty good spot.
It's very pleasing to watch, there's no doubt.
And just love how intense Butler is on this end. Looking to shoot every time down the floor. He is totally locked in.
Valanciunas, good.
Yeah, that's not an assignment that I want there, Kevin. I'd rather do math homework than to try and cover that guy.
Pass to Adebayo. From deep 3-point range. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Pass to Robinson. Outside Crowder. Butler on the way. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And that pump fake of Butler has become deadly. You wonder if D-Wade has been giving him some pointers. You got to stay down if you're on defense.
And the contract structure for NBA first-rounders, 2 years guaranteed, 2 years of team options, qualifying offer. Brent, should we consider changing that up?
I think it's working pretty well, Kevin. I think every front office is out there trying to find players out there that are giving you value beyond your contract. And that happens a lot when you're a team that has a first-round pick, 1 through 10, 1 through 20, and you hit on a draft choice. You potentially could get 3 years and sometimes 4 when you have incredible players coming into the league as their first year, changing franchises around. But a player that's providing way more value than the contract that they're getting at that time. So I don't see that changing much. It gives teams a long enough time to evaluate the talent coming in.
Seems to be working.
It does. And the players that prove it are looking at the calendar saying, could I fast forward 3 years? Because I really like to cash in on what I'm doing for you.
Pass to Dragic. Robinson for 3. Rebounded by Bell. Memphis has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Heat.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jimmy Butler.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Robinson dishes to Butler. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Butler's got 37.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up, and that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Near the three-point line, it's Dragic. Misses off the right iron.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Goran Dragic. That free throw good from Anderson.
Tough to match up with Kyle Anderson because of how quirky he plays. Changing speeds, plays slow, but sees the floor remarkably well.
Hero, no good. Anderson outside. He kicks to Bell. The tray. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy, you have become a star in this league, big part of the team. Have those expectations put more pressure on you individually?
No pressure. I think I'm gonna do what I do each and every night. I'm not gonna play well every night, but I just gotta focus on me, this team. Can't worry about the outside influences.
A real leader, Jimmy. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.